Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void! Today, we have a game between Lenny and Cuppy here on Catallena, the latter edition. If this is your first time in Into the Void, first of all, welcome aboard. It is my weekly examination of Bronze and Silver League level games sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com with the subject of Into the Void. These are two Bronze level players, so I'm speeding up a little bit here because this is a longer replay. Oh my goodness, it's a Reaper though. Maybe we'll slow down for the Reaper just a little bit. Just a teeny tiny bit here, and it's going to be double Zealot here from Lenny. So yes, Into the Void, just for the entertainment, just kind of see what's going on at the lowest levels of the StarCraft 2 ladder these days. And honestly, we will see some crazy stuff. That is for sure. One thing I do like to say though, is that these players are not your parents' Into the Void players. This is not Wings of Liberty level Bronze. This is Legacy of the Void Bronze. If you're here, if you're playing, you know what you're doing to some extent. You know how to fully saturate your gases for the most part. We've seen some Into the Void games where they don't know how to fully saturate their gases, and yes, that's a bit of a problem. But here comes a very quick Reaper. 3 minutes quick Reaper, getting right into this main mineral line of the Protoss player. Reaction time is approximately 0 because, again, this is a Bronze level game. Get out of there, probes, run. Oh, it's the depths, rather. There is 2 adepts. Oh, thank goodness. With their new skins, look how fancy they are. Does take 3 shots from an adept to kill a Reaper. This Reaper's name, should we name him? We should name him. It's Marv. Marv is an orphan who lost his family in a Zergus hack. Despite being a 15-year-old, he managed to talk his way into the Reaper Corps on a quest for vengeance. Can Marv survive his first combat encounter, or will he pee his pants? Well, Marv, I think he survived. He got 3 probe kills. He didn't die. I don't think he peed his pants. It's really hard to tell, especially because he's facing the wrong way. Hey, Marv. Well, maybe he's hiding from us. He's hiding his soiled undergarments from us, perhaps, and perhaps not. Anyway, back in Terranville, we got +1 attack being researched because upgrades are good. We got a tank, not queuing up a million tanks, just 2. That's okay. If you have to queue up 2 units, I'm okay with that as Falcon Paladin here. Lenny needs to expand. Oh my goodness, look at that. Woo! Expansion from Lenny. Warp Gate, got Stalkers, got Zealots, got Adepts. It's kind of hard to tell the Zealots from the Adepts, and they're both so blue. Like, you don't notice how much color helps you differentiate between certain units, huh? No, you don't notice. I don't notice. Anyway, man, playing these guys on ×2 makes it look like they're pretty good. I mean, 5 minutes in, we're sitting at 26 to 27 harvesters, so they're not amazing. That's how you can tell a pro player from a not a pro player, or at least, you know, diamond level player is. Their worker count can get up there in 5 minutes. You can get up to 60 in 5 minutes and still have time for harass and still have an army if you're good enough. Meanwhile, Mars sneaking back on in here is running around, takes a KDA charge to the Adept, just scouting Marv. Combat drugs healing him up as well. Ooh, these are some free probes. Get them. Get the free probes. Don't go by that Stalker. And he does manage to escape. Does he manage to escape? No. Stalkers kill him as he jumps. His body flies about 40 feet. In StarCraft feet here. That hurts. That really hurts a lot. Okay, so let me see here. Sensor tower. Sensor towers can't see observers. Okay. Just checking. I don't play Terran a lot, so I'm not entirely sure how this works from their perspective. +1 armor on the way from Cuppy 2. Okay, pro tip from Falcon Paladin. 2 engineering bays is good for double upgrades for your bio. Widowmine's in production for Cuppy. He's got himself a tank. He's not attacking at all. Not at all. I mean, that Reaper did some stuff, but that was just a scouting Reaper once all was said and done. Sorry, Marv. You survived your first encounter. That was great, but man, you got exploded, as most Reapers do, so there's no shame in that. No shame whatsoever. In production here, a lot of mortals in queue here for Lenny. Getting +1 attack, getting Resonating Glaives and Blink. Queuing up a Blink again. It's fine, I suppose. I suppose it is totally fine. Double Sensor Tower. Look at these circles. You can see them on the minimap here. Boop. Big old circles intersecting right about here. Right about here to where his third base should probably be. Unless he goes over this way. Seems entirely possible. All right, Liberator Harass in field right now. Going to try to sneak around into this main base, it looks like. We do have a cannon coming up. But it's pretty easy for the Liberators to avoid this cannon placement. If you're going to defend your workers, put it like here or here. And there's good places to put cannons on this map. The mineral line is not right up against the edge like it is in some places. So you put cannons and be all right. This is the second time we've seen Catallena. Is it back in the map pool somehow? Maybe it is. Double Liberator. Oh, this is dangerous. Look out, probes. No. Oh, so many dead probes. 10 probes lost so far. 3 of those to the Reaper. He does. Marv gets credit for those. I don't know. I mean, there are some stalkers here, but okay. Pro tip. If there is something killing your probes and you don't have anything to respond yet, run. Run away. Oh, no. Setting up in a place where you can't hit all of the stalkers. One of the Liberators can hit the stalkers, but it's not enough to kill 10 of them, which is what we have here. Good gravy. Okay, 8, 9. Did he lose 2 stalkers there? Lost 1. He had 9 stalkers and immortals. Stalker, immortal, zealot, adept here. Pushing out at 10 minutes. It's a little bit late for an early first attack, but you know what? It's bronze. It's into the void, and these players are doing pretty darn well. I know last week we also had some players that were into the void that didn't seem entirely lost. And again, I just think that's because these players these days know what they're doing. They have basic concepts of how to play the game of StarCraft. It's not always been the case in the bronze level. Even if you came from Brood War, as I did, and try to jump right into StarCraft 2, there was enough different. The timings were different. A lot of the units were new. It's just, you weren't quite ready for it. I thought I was ready. They were like, do you want to play some practice matches, Falcon Paladin? I was like, no, I'm so good at Brood War. I don't need any practice to learn StarCraft 2. And I got in there and got wrecked. I was like, oh, by a 4-gate, I think. First ladder game. I got 4-gated by Protoss, but it was really strong in the early days of Wings of Liberty, mind you. And I was like, you know what? I should probably do some learning here. And I did. And I improved and I got better. And eventually topped out at top 8 diamonds. That was the highest I've ever gotten. And I think the highest I will ever get, because I was devoting a lot of time to the game. And I just don't have the time for that now, especially with this YouTube channel that I've got here today. 3 observers. He really doesn't want to get wrecked by Widow Mines. Lenny doesn't. I like it. I personally like it. One pro tip here is if you're going up against a Terran player who has a lot of bio, they're very concentrated with firepower. They can hit super hard. You need splash damage against that. You need splash. By that I mean disruptors, Colossus, also good. Psionic Storm, another one you can get with High Templar. But if you're just going single target attacks like all of this stuff is, Stalkers hit one thing at a time, Immortals one thing at a time, Adepts one thing at a time. You just can't meet the sheer single target damage of Terran unless you severely outnumber them, which it kind of looks like he does, actually. This third base, just south of the natural. Good reaction time from Cuppy, getting out of there with it as best as he can. A lot of Marines going for it, though. Nice concave at the bottom of this ramp from our Terran player. And Stalker Immortal, again, not your greatest weapon, especially not with healing. Oh, did the Widow Mine just kill all 3 of those observers with one shot? I think it did. Stalker's still standing in, recognizing this is a dangerous position to be in, but I think we can do it. And they do. They managed to win the engagement, chasing the Terran player. Back up his ramp a little bit, but there's a tank on the high ground, and he is very good against Stalkers. Can the Marines hold on with support from the tank and support from this Liberator? Yes, the Marines. Hero Marines. I mean, not Hero Marine, the German Terran player, but Hero Marines. Any of them have any kills? No? 1, 2, 0. How do they have 0 kills in that? They stood in there and fought against a million Stalkers and Immortals, and they have 0 kills. They were the ones that were left. Maybe that's why. They were hiding in the back the whole time. All right, so Lenny says, I need splash damage attacks. Falcon is right. Falcon is always correct. He is making Colossus after he finishes these next 2 Immortals. All right, fine. Fine, you can make these Immortals. Immortals are fine. And just don't rely on them too heavily against a bio Terran player, for example, one that has a lot of Marines, as this one does. Resources lost at this point, 5,000? Let's give it a 5. Oh, no. Yeah, 5,000 lost from Lenny compared to a mere 2,300 from Cuppy. So he's doing all right. He is doing all right for himself. Colossus on the way. Extended thermal lance being researched. As does the same time third. That is a third sensor tower. It's been up for a while, but he's got his side of the map covered, man. Protoss can't get in here without being spotted from a mile away at this point. I like it. Should see more sensor towers in low-level games. That's what I think. More sensor towers, you guys. Make them. Oh, that'd be an interesting One Trick Wednesday. Is if it was make a sensor tower and you can't attack outside of the sensor tower radius. You just have to build encroaching sensor towers across the map. Encroaching sensor towers across the map. I keep wanting to say enroach, but I think it's encroach. I don't know. Sometimes my brain gets confused. Missile turret. No, sensor tower. Not third sensor tower. It's dead. It's dead. Third base is in trouble again. for our Terran player, but he's got them Liberators and those Marines. This time, Colossus has joined the party, though. Oh, Colossus are so much better against these Marines. Look at them fall to this splash damage. Stalkers taking out the Liberators. A lot of Stalkers dying as well, but enough to take them down, and Protoss winning that battle handily. See, the addition of splash damage, as it turns out, is an incredible advancement in Protoss technology. Marines trying to join the battle, not going very well. Liberators join the battle. There are a couple Stalkers remaining. They keep sitting in this tank fire, though. This tank has 3 kills already. And get out. Liberator doing too much damage. More Colossus joining the party, but against Liberators, you're pretty bad. You are pretty bad. Stalker tries to walk through, and almost that third shot, that third critical shot to kill the Stalker. Pretty good back and forth here, though. I'm surprised Cuppy didn't lose his third base in that situation. I feel like Lenny, instead of coming down that ramp, should have stayed up the ramp and made the Terran player come to him, right? Because then you're not in range of this tank anymore, and the Marines have to kind of clump up, which the Colossus are really good at dealing with. Plus, you can kill this third base, which you didn't kill. Killing bases it's a good way to win. It's a good way to win StarCraft 2 games. Pro tip. You know, pro tip from Falcon Paladin and all that. Third base is done for Lenny, just north of his natural. Actually, the fourth base, isn't it? That's a fourth. His third's been done for a while. Falcon, pay attention to the game you're casting. Pay attention. Gravitic boosters being researched by Lenny, which is the upgrade for... I get these mixed up all the time. I'm going to say Warp Prisms. Observers, no! Drive. Drive is for Warp Prisms. It's the same word, and they look like the same upgrade, if just general shape and color and stuff. Did he replant? He replanted his sensor tower. Cuppy really likes sensor towers. Replacing them almost immediately. The Liberators, again, saving his bacon that last attack. I don't think if he had the Liberators, he would have survived. If it was just Marines, end of the story for him. So a Stalker Colossus army coming in again for Lenny. Is enough Stalkers to deal with these Liberators? I don't know. Is he going to attack right into this? He kind of is. No, you need to keep the Stalkers alive. You have to keep your Stalkers alive. They're here to deal with the Liberators. There we go. Moving them to the back. Good micro from our Protoss player. Liberators actually using their air-to-air attack to attack this Colossus. Dude, they're overextending. Now they're pulling back. I was going to say, the Stalkers could pull back and kill them pretty fast. But they pulled back to join whip with the rest of the army. Now, this many Liberators, what do you do? What do you do if you're Lenny? Well, first of all, you could probably warp in a lot more Stalkers. You have about 70 available supply, 1,400 minerals, and 2,300 gas. And your warp gates are on cooldown. So always be making units. Always be making probes and pylons. You're doing well with that. You have a lot of pylons. That's for sure. Not supply blocked at all, but you got to start making units, Lenny. Units. Always, always, always units. Don't see them being made at all on these warp gates. Upgrades. Yep, keep making upgrades. A second forge would not hurt you at all. And here it is. Triple Stargate transition. Here from Lenny. All right, Lenny. Let's do this thing. We're going to speed it up because I don't think anybody's going to attack for a while here. Cuppy is just consolidating all of his forces into this one giant blob right in the middle of where all of his sensor towers intersect. Like, this area is the center of those 3 circles. Is it a Venn diagram if there are 3 circles instead of 2? Yeah, that's true. That can be a Venn diagram. Why not? Why not, I say. Fourth base done for Cuppy down along the right side, but attacking up along the left side is Lenny. Is there a base here? No, there is not, but now you've been revealed. You're walking into the circle. And yes, Cuppy's able to react, setting up these defender mode circles. So many defender mode circles. Get out of there. No! Marines attacking in. This is going to be a bloodbath. Marines are dying to all the Colossus, but the Liberators are being essentially untouched. Which means if the Colossus attack into this, oh, so many dead Colossus. You gotta retreat. You gotta retreat from that situation if you're walking into that bloodbath. Yeah. If you don't have anything that can shoot up against Liberators, pull the Colossus out. Walk them home. Walk them home to be safe. That's a lot of carp. I think he meant crap. Yes, it was a lot of stuff that Cuppy had, but the more important thing is he had a lot of Liberators and he had nothing that could handle Liberators. None. 0 things. Void Ray, I like this. I like Void Ray against Mass Liberator. I mean, the splash damage causes you a bit of a problem, but extra damage versus armored, super useful with the Prismatic Alignment ability. Right about here. Realigns the Void Ray's Prismatic Beam to gain +6 damage versus armored units for 14 seconds. 14 seconds? Are you kidding? That's amazing. 5th base warping in down south for Lenny along this left side. I would say every base just about has been taken, but that's not true. We've got 5 bases that have not been taken yet on this map. Actually 6. I'm going to count this one up top as well. We should count all of the bases if we're going to count the bases. Anyway, it's basically Marine Liberator Medevac here from Cuppy. Interesting strategy to be sure. Setting up at this 4th base. That some cannons would help with this. Oh no, the probe massacre. Goodbye, probes. It was nice knowing you. Stalker's trying to deal with these Liberators. Colossus dealing with the Marines. If they can get rid of these Marines, oh, I don't know. One of the Colossus died very, very quickly. There are Liberators attacking them. There are Marines attacking them, but Colossus survives with 8 kills. And Void Rays joining the party. The Marines are all gone. Oh, Void Ray Stalker against Liberator. Here we go. Void Rays not attacking the Liberator. There we go. Focusing down Medevacs, unfortunately, but that prismatic alignment, look at how efficient that is. What a great tech switch choice out of Lenny. That was fantastic. Way to go. It's now 91 to 91 supply. Very even. Lenny just warped in something here. He's got more Void Rays. Anyway, making more Colossus. So a Void Ray Colossus army against what we're seeing from Cuppy is not bad. Vikings in production from Cuppy, though. He knows how to handle these Void Rays as with Vikings. Missile turret here inside the main base. The Void Rays going after starports. Good choice. Good choice. I mean, it's right on the edge, so it's where you want to go. Immortals trying to attack into a bunch of Marines. Never good. Marines are fantastic against Immortals. Don't be doing that. The other starport going to die too? No way. Oh, no. These Void Rays might just win your game, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think there's enough left here for Cuppy. Maybe some Widow Mine. Okay, he has a lot of Marines, actually. He has 29 Marines with +3 attack and +2 armor. What? Here we go. Void Rays versus Marines. Void Rays are not actually attacking the Marines, which makes it a little bit less. Oh, my goodness. Look at this target firing. Down, 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 one at a time. Not spreading his attacks at all, and he is forcing the Void Rays away. Marines, the best anti-air in the game. In the game. You get them in range of anything, and it will die. Carriers, Broodlords, Void Rays, Phoenix, Mutalisks, Corruptors. Doesn't matter. Corruptors might fare the best out of any of those, but they die pretty fast. So Marines, your tier 1, 50 mineral, best anti-air unit of the game. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all. At even the teeniest, tiniest bit. All right, so Lenny, did he ever lose this 4th base, or did he? I don't think he did. I think he lost all the probes at it. Having lost 36 probes to this point. It's a lot of dead units to be certain. Replacing, oh, did he lose his factory? No. Structures tab. Oh my gosh, he has to make factory again and then go to starport. He has nothing left. He's got nothing left here. It's 191 supply. I mean, not like our Protoss player's on fire either. He's got 2 Colossus and 7 Void Rays. And 1,000 in the bank. Widow Mine firing on those Void Rays. Look at these Marines, but Colossus support. Not too shabby. That Widow Mine's going to fire. Oh, killing 2 Void Rays? What a Widow Mine. Wow, what a Widow Mine. 3rd base for Cuppy is under fire, and I don't know if there's any saving it. The Marines are going to try to get it. But again, Colossus on the high ground. Pretty scary stuff as it turns as it turns out. 3rd base is on fire and dead. SCV's dead as well. Coming for the backside are the Marines, trying to deal with these Colossus again, straight up. Not bad against the Colossus, especially with the upgrades that they have. But this Colossus has +2 armor as well. Void Rays trying to fight it, and it's going to be very, very close. Trying to take out the Void Rays first of all. They leave the Colossus kind of free to do some damage. Void Rays on the backside, reinforcing units from Lenny, and the Colossus is going to survive. No way. 15 kill Colossus. We'll give him 17. 17 kill Colossus, and it's suddenly 97 to 52 supply. I think our Protoss players got this thing in the bag. Except for the Widow Mine killing a Colossus. Man, you don't see that every day. This Widow Mine has 3 kills, 2 Void Rays, and a Colossus. Oop, another big Widow Mine shot on Void Rays flying out. Dude, you gotta bring some observers with you. You have to make some observers. Those Widow Mines, I don't know if you know what they are, because you haven't done anything to respond to them. Even though it's been a while, you can make them here at this robotics facility. I know you also want to make Colossus out of this facility. I understand that. But maybe make another one? Another robotics facility devoted entirely to producing observers. That would be good. Meanwhile, do we have starports yet? We have starports. Oh, we already built the reactors for them too. That's good. That's pretty fantastic. All right, so starport, going to start double pumping them Vikings. The Terran player, you can get some Vikings out. Might be an entirely different game. They pretty well hard counter the Void Rays and the Colossus that Lenny seems to be so fond of right now. Does he know about this base? He doesn't know. Dude, you got to scout too. Scouting is the strategy of champions. Trademark Falcon Paladin 2017. Right side of the map. There's a base here. Does he know about it now? He's making a beeline. Oh, I guess he knows there's a sensor tower. So he saw the sensor tower and said, why is this covered if there's not a base? Yeah, came right on in, and another base going to die for Cuppy. Cuppy's only going to have a mining natural, which is not good for income. It is 2,000 minerals per minute committed to 600 for the Protoss player, so he's definitely up in that count, but he's got his Marines again. Making medevacs instead. I guess that's fine, fair enough. Here we go, Marines coming in against these Void Rays, and Stalkers. Colossus in the back, though, just doing powerful sweep after sweep here on their thermal lances. Marines are dying by the dozens. We have lost 194 Marines. Let's make it an even 200. 198. Medevac's dying as well. 155 to 79 total supply. Can Lenny do anything about this? Oh, the SCP Massacre hiding up in this corner. Did he? Oh, he just caught a glimpse of them. They almost survived just because Lenny didn't quite see where they were hiding. Oh, I don't even play Terran, but that hurt. Oh, that hurt. 39 SCVs killed compared to 36 probes. More even than I thought. This Widowmine gets another kill. 4 kills on that, dude. Colossus coming from the left side, coming from the right side. Widowmine firing on that Colossus. Gee willikers, this is going to be it for a Terran player. He is in a lot of trouble. He's got the Protoss army right at his front door. Tank's been sitting here shelling stuff the entire game. Does take down the Colossus. 5 kills on that, dude. Medevac's trying to join the party without anything to heal. And nothing else for the Protoss player to kill, so they end up getting murdered. They're at the front door of their own home. This is a home invasion. Everybody by the Protoss player. Going to lose the natural base, the only mining location remaining. But I guess there's a base up here that Cuppy's trying to build on the top. But that is going to be it. Protoss players got this thing. There are 3 Marines defending the main base against 3 Colossus and like 11 Void Rays. And, okay, actually, we'll make that 4 Colossus or join the party. Natural base gone. Prismatic alignment. How are you still fighting here? Cuppy's down to 1 SCV. He's got some Vikings. He's going to come in for the final kill. Hitting from distance. And again, you kind of have to kite to make this work. Which just means going back and attacking, and Cuppy's left the game. Cuppy is defeated, and Lenny is your victor here in 27 minutes. Nicely done from our Protoss player. It looked iffy there for a couple minutes. A couple times in this game, I thought the Terran player had it, but Void Ray Colossus, who knew? Who knew how good it was at the bronze level? 29,000 resources lost for the Protoss compared to 35 for Cuppy. Lost 235 Marines, 15 Liberators, 26 Medevacs. Wow, that's a lot of stuff. Lenny ended up losing 14 Void Rays. What is this? Oh, those are Stalkers? Really? 54 Stalkers? 13 Colossus is a lot of Colossus to lose, but if you have a bunch at the end and your opponent has nothing, you're going to win. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon. I'm also on Twitch. Sometimes, mostly when I just stream for Gauntlet. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on. Looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, and you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.